It's Sarah from Just Cuts by Sara. Today I'm going to show you a video showing the Christmas printer's tray that I got from ScrapbookingnCraft. What I did already is got all Christmas stuff out. So I've got die cuts scattered, I've got stamps, I've got distressing, so I've got poinsettias that look like this that I can cut up. I've got Noel, right, like ornaments. I've got these little candlestick things. I've got little trees. I've got things, little die cuts that I can use. I've actually got die cuts somewhere. Got some stamps here that I got this year. These were the new Craft ones, the Christmas quotes, which was good because you know how you need, like, Christmas cards have big quotes inside, so it was handy. So this year, I got this one, I got that one, so two big ones. Okay, and it's like wishing you peace on earth, love in your hearts, joy in all your days, and things like that. It is Christmas in the hearts. It is Christmas in the heart that puts Christmas in the air. W.T. Ellis. Like, there's all sorts. May your Christmas be filled with joy and laughter. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Joy to the world. May the spirit of Christmas bring you peace. The gladness of Christmas give you hope. The warmth of Christmas give you love. So some nice quotes, aren't they? One of the most glorious messes in the world is the mess created in the living room on Christmas Day. That's pretty true. Merry be your Christmas, peaceful be your home, joyful be your family, blessed be each one. May peace be your gift at Christmas and blessings all year through. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. I've read that one. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Believe in the magic of Christmas. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing aloud for all to hear. Oh, don't know about that one. Singing on Christmas Day? Nah. Do play the Hanson albums, but I must admit, I'm not a big Hanson one, but their Christmas album, if you haven't got it, it's a really good Christmas album, and I like Run Rudolph Run. Okay. May your days be merry and bright. Holly Jolly Christmas. I think that's enough. But these are the ones I got. So I got that one. So a joy that shared its joy. A joy that shared it. A joy that is shared is a joy made double. John Roy. Don't like that quote. Anyway, ton of quotes. And they were just old ones I had. Had three of them. Okay, and then I got oh, why does that always happen? You pick the die cuts up and the bottom falls out. Sorry guys, won't be a moment. I did have it all ready. You know me, I'm a ready type of girl. I like everything to be ready and neat. And is that bad, do you think? Wanting to be ready and neat and practical and things like that. I don't know. Okay, and I've got some snowflakes, and I've got some die cuts which are from Craft, and they are the Christmas, sorry guys, I'm trying to get the exact word, they are Christmas Carol, okay? So they obviously have a paper collection that goes with them, I just don't have it. And then in my DT package I got baubles and Christmas trees and words and all sorts, which I've jazzed up a bit here, which I've got another video if you've seen it. I've got this one. Okay. Got this one which I hate, so I'll probably throw it in the bin because I don't know what to do with it to make it look better. And this was a technique that Kelly Foster had, which I did. It's the leaf, which I'm probably going to use. And then these, and I want to do another layer. And it was a technique Miranda did on a hot air balloon, and I sort of used it. And then it needs one more layer in here, I think. And then the paper in here is the 25th of December. It's really old paper. Anyway, what I'm doing right now, before you guys came, is I had painted my Christmas. Okay, so that'll go there. Like I said, paper 25th of December. I was putting my elements all down, so my little sections. So that's what it's sort of, that's my idea. Okay, and then I had painted it using a green paint. I got these, well, Mum had got me these a while back, and they're like every colour, and then there's like a bigger tube of white. So it's for artist paints, and they're actually for the people in Australia, Kmart. And I remember my mum saying at the time they're like $4 or something, and shock horror, they're actually heavy bodied, which means they're not like thin bodied. So instead of having to do like 20 coats, you only need to maybe do one, which is always a good thing. Anyway, and then in the middle here, where it says Christmas, for the red, I went over it with this one. It's called raspberry pie. So that's the Christmas, okay? So now anyway, I'm going to start. I'm going to just start with the bottom because I'm not colouring these bits, so I may as well just go. And what we're doing is flipping it so it's back to front, okay? And what we're going to do is start gluing. So I've got all these in my hands. Okay. So I can pop that back over. And I got my glue, which is, I used to use Helmer's, and lately I've just been buying cheapo glue from discount stores and Spotlight, and I buy it in like a 750ml bottle, and I've just been topping it up, and it works just as good. So, and it was like something like $4 or something for 750ml, and I got 2 bottles at the time, or it was nearly a litre or something, I can't remember, but it was from Spotlight in the sale. So, and I use this for flowers, I use it for metal, I use it for fabric if I'm using it, you know, everything. Cheesecloth, so I don't change my glues to suit, you know. Okay, let me see. Just need to get it on. Yep, perfect. Okay, next. Okay, so we got this. Okay, so that's the top, so that's that one, which you can slide a bit if it's wrong. No, it worked out well actually. It's a little bit off, a little bit. That's it, great, good, loving that. Is it over? Nope. Happy with that. Okay, now we're going to go on. And it doesn't matter because that's going to be glued to this cardstock, so you're not going to see it. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. So next we've got this bit. Oops, no we don't. That bit goes there, maybe. It sure does. Yep, perfect. Okay, that's good. I like to check my designs to make sure I'm not putting things upside down. I have done that so many times, just glued things upside down, it drives me nuts. Glue, glue, glue. Oh, actually, hang on, I'm just going to grab a wet one. Just to dab a bit of that glue off because I think it's a little too much. Okay. That's it. Alrighty. That's that. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Yep. And then we'll glue that to the base. I don't know if I should like paint around the edges or ink the edges or what. Maybe I should just not worry about it. You're not really going to see it. And who looks at the sides of things, do you know what I mean? I do, but thinking of just making this for kids, you know, something for a kid, like a raffle or something maybe, I don't know. Okay, and then there's this last bit which goes in there. Okay. Next, just like that. One on camera. Can't believe today I broke the leg of my brand new stand, and I'm spewing. My mum got it specially for me for you guys so I could film. And what do? I go and break it off. Not impressed at all. Okay, I'm just gonna glue it all. Should be ready. Okay, great. Alright, grab this element. I'm going to stick it on, and the great thing is about the glue, it slides. So it gives it some give to move. Okay, watch. How cool is that? Like I said, it's got some give to move and slide. Oops, a little bit of. Oh no, there's my poker. My poker. Trent got me. The only thing is with working with them, Mel burns the edges, so it gives you black hands, so just be careful. It's not like you'll be working with white clothes on anyway, I guess, but just let you guys know. It's not drama, do you know what I mean? Hang on, got tweezers, see if I can even find it. Okay. Yep, there we are. Okay, I'm just making sure it's all even, because we want it perfect. Because I don't want to later think, oh, why didn't I move it just a slight bit. That's perfect. Okay. And then this will go over when I finish decorating the top layer. I'm going to do some stamping and maybe some perfect pearls and things like that. Alright. So I'm going to get some of my ideas ready and I'll be back. Hey guys, today I want to share, I had started the printer's tray. Okay, and basically what I've done so far is, as I said in the video before, but in case you didn't see that part, what I've done is just painted the edges with just green paint that was in a set that I got from Kmart. I might flip it so you guys can see. Okay, I haven't put it together yet, I'm just laying stuff out, maybe some ideas. And what I've done is, so I've done the green paint and now I've gone over with Raspberry Pi by Prima. And I've just done the Christmas here, and this is from ScrapbookingnCraft, this printer's tray, and I really liked it when it came, and I love the idea of doing it. So and I got a ton of Christmas items in my package, so I fussy cut this out of some papers by Kaisercraft, and I'm thinking of doing this so far. I sort of didn't want to show you the whole process of me laying things out and thinking, because my problem is it does take me a while, and that will make you guys sit there for a little bit longer, so you know, I don't want you guys to have to sit through that. So this was a poinsettia I had that I've cut up, and I got it from a local discount store, so it looks like that initially. Okay, So I've cut the leaves off, and that's what I've done there. And then, like I said, a fussy cut. These papers are from Kaiser Craft 'Tis the Season from last year. Actually, I don't think they're last year's, they're the year before. So they're 2 years old. Okay, and this is one of the pieces from Scrapbooking and Craft also, which I've just gone over, and I do have a tutorial on most of the chipboard I'm going to be using, and I don't know if I did do a tutorial on that, but I can do a tutorial to show you guys how I did it. It was just a test run. Kelly Foster does have a tutorial, and I sort of adapted it from that, so thank you, Kelly. And what I've got is my holly, and I've just bent my leaves up to make it look not as flat. And what I'm planning to do is I'm going to add this Scrapbooking and Craft chipboard. Oops. So I'm planning to have it go across. Okay. And I've also got another Scrapbooking and Craft piece that I've layered on top of this flower. With this flower, what I did was I die cut. I got at the expo this flower called, it's by Sizzix, and it's called Flowers, Petals and Center. It's actually a really weird die. It's just a leaf, and basically you make the flower from this one leaf. And then what I did was, it was just plain cardstock, and I went over it with this gelato that I was sent from Cali Scrapper 1, and it's in the gold, so I just run over it. Actually, I tell a lie, I went over it in the silver. Yes, I did. Sorry guys, I went over it in the silver, and then I went around the edges and I just run my finger and rubbed it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but it just shows up all those lumps and bumps in the cardstock. Okay, so I've just started adding flowers. I've got some rubber buff out, and I think I'm just going to get cracking now. So you guys, I'll just go from there. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. So with my flower, I've decided with the chipboard in the middle, I'm going to cut this bit off. So we only need the 4. Okay. That off to the side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it with Inca Gold. So I'm going to pop this bit off. Okay. Good. What we're going to do is we're going to go over with Inca, and then we're going to go over with some glitter. Okay. Just grabbing some Versamark and stuff like that. Okay, and I'll need a wet one. Sorry guys. The problem is with this Viva Decor, it can get a bit messy on your fingers. Okay, just going to pop that lid off. And this colour is the gold. Okay, so I'm just going to rub it on. It's exactly like Rub and Buff. This was one of the ones I got at the expo also. It's a lovely colour. I knew it would go well for Christmas. Okay, gonna rub. And you can get a lot from just using a little bit on your finger. Okay. I don't want it totally to be covered. How good does that look? And I think I need a pop of gold on my printer's tray. It only has little pops of gold at the moment. Subtle. Okay. I'm going to get the trees. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. And if you find your stuff dries out, put a wet one in it. Like a wet one is like the baby wipes. If you put one of those in, you'll find that it will reinstate it, basically bring it back to life. because I found that technique helped when mine dried out. Apparently something to do with going on the plane because it comes over from Germany. And the air pressure. Okay, rub that bit and I'm just going to fix it up. This was my new tool that I got off Trent. That's it. Not much to it. Because of the intricate detail, that's all. Okay. Next, I'm just going to set that to the side. And I'm going to start with the next one. With this one, I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to take this rubber buff also that I've got to the side of me. And I'm going to go over it. This is a great one. I got it actually for like $2 on one of the Aussie seller sites, and I've seen it around and they're so juicy and the colours are great and they come in multiple different colours. It's been great for the Christmas time. Okay. Alright, nearly done. This is like a brownie gold. I just don't want them to be exactly the same. As you can see, I'm just blending a bit of multiple colours. The more you buff it, the more it blends more of that lovely colour. Okay, really liking that. Rub that. Pick this up. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub this down. Okay. I'm going to take this. Oops. Okay. And this is a Mankey Versamark pad that I've had for a while, and it's just not very nice anymore. So it really doesn't matter using it on here. I wouldn't recommend using like a nice clean one to do this. Okay. And I'm going to take the Tim Holtz Distress Glitter that I got from Violet Divine. My tools. Loving that. And the same into the verse mark. Perfect. Okay, and I'm just going to heat set that and I'll be right back. I wasn't happy with the glitter. It was actually rubbing off in my hands. I didn't know that it wouldn't stick, so I'm going to go with just glitter, gold glitter. I've not used this before. Okay. Great. This is Glitz Glamour Aztec Gold. So this is going to take some time to dry. I just think it needs some bling. Okay. Hope my hand isn't blocking the way. I love this snowflake. I got this at the expo too. There's so much Christmas stuff on the site if you have a look. I'll leave all the links below. Nearly done. You know, Christmas isn't Christmas without bling. Sorry guys. Alright, I'm just going to let them dry and I'll be right back. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Tim Holtz embossing ink and some gold embossing powder. Okay, and I've got a Christmas stamp here which is music notes, and I've got my script stamp by Craft. For this I'm not going to use a stamping block because it's only stamping in odd spots. Okay. So just keep it on its acetate if you want. So you're just going to be stamping odd stamps. Okay. But I'm not going to, so I'm going to take it off. It was by Bella, the Christmas one, and it's all like music songs. Oops, sorry guys, my stand broke recently, so I wasn't too pressed about that. My brand new big stand. Okay, great. I'll just put that on the front leg. Okay. I'm going to take this off here so it doesn't keep sticking. And I'm just going to grab my embossing ink and ink up my stamp. Okay. Then we're just going to stamp in the odd spots. Okay. Then you're going to take your writing one, figure out the right side up. Cool. Okay. Now I'm going to put it over. It's going to be a bit awkward. I'm just tapping it. I'm not too sure where I stand, it's a bit hard to see. Okay. I'm just going to get off the Christmas, because I'm not too sure what I'm doing with that yet. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Oops. Okay. I'm going to heat set that and I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back. I'm going to take red glitter, this colour here, it's called Red by Glitz and Glamour, and I'm just going to rub it, put it over the Christmas, and I'll be right back. While that's waiting to dry, I'm going to show you how I did that chipboard branch. So this one here, so it looks like that. Okay, just going to turn that off behind me. Okay, to start off with, I'm just going to do the painting. So I've just got a brown paint, distress ink, embossing, distress powder. I've got two different coloured embossing powders. One's called Zing Green. I'm not too sure what the other one is. I was sent them from Gloria. Some Rubber Buff. Okay. A thin paintbrush. Okay. Grab one of these two. Paintbrush. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start painting my brown, which will be the branch. Okay. Any brown paint will work, dark brown, just acting as a branch. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my heat set that quick. Okay. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some embossing powder. And I'm just putting it on that brown bit in spots. This is the Distress embossing powder. I'm putting it thicker in some spots, thinner in some spots. Okay. Okay. That's why I like this, because it's so good to use. Great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to heat set that again. I'm not going to rub that because we want the extra texture on the branch. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a green rub and buff. Or you could use paint if you want. Rub all those leaves, okay? It gives off a beautiful shimmer, this rub and buff. Just make sure you cover it really well. Okay. Almost done. I got a bit of green on the inside. Didn't mean to do that, that's okay. That's it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take some paint again, the brown, just create that texture again over the top. And it'll be lumpy from that embossing powder you've put underneath. Because too I got green on the inside, which I shouldn't have. Be careful, it can stain your fingers. Okay, the green. Okay. Rubbing it off the leaves again. Okay, and you kind of want to rub it off in spots. You want that brown shining through. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that away. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run some light green and dark green onto the leaves. Okay, just taking some of the green, dark green. I'm going to lightly sprinkle it. Just on the leaves parts. and heat set that. Sorry guys, I'm just putting it back in. Love this embossing powder, this green. Okay, now we're going to heat set it. Lastly, what I'm going to do is just take some light green. Like I said, there is a lot to it. I'll just pour it into my hand. And you don't want much of this colour. Oops. I'm going to heat set that again. Then lastly what you're going to do is you're just going to take some rub and buff in that brownie copper, and I'm just going to rub it over some parts of the branch. And then you just bend your leaves up like this. Just by pinching. Okay, and there's what you finished off with. How cool does that look? Hang on, I'll put it behind something dark. So hopefully you guys can see all the texture in it. So, cool. So that's that, and I'll be back. Two stencils I've got out. The chicken wire by Crafters Workshop, and it's called the mini chicken wire, and it's reversed. This one is Crafters Workshop, and it's called Art Is. I'm going to take them two, and I've got my homemade gesso, and my homemade texture paste, and a spatula. Okay, I'm going to start doing this. Oh god. Okay. Okay, I'll get it in a position I want it. Try to go the one way. I'm just trying to scrape that top bit off. Okay, now I'm going to lift it. There we are. Okay, I'm going to put a bit more down here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yep. Just move it a bit. Doesn't really matter here because it's going to be hidden. Okay. Now I'm just going to take some of the crackle. You know what I meant, sorry, the chicken wire. Do this one kind of on an angle. I'm going to put a bit up here. Probably going across here. Okay. Don't need much. About there. And there we are. Just going to get that off my mat. Okay. And I'm just going to turn the camera off again, and I'm going to heat set this, and I'm going to clean my masks, and I'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that layer that I peeled off so I could do the texture paste because I changed my mind. Okay, and I'm just going to glue that down. And I'm still waiting for that other top layer to dry. Just putting glue in all the sides. Okay. Get rid of the stringy bits. The only thing with the cheaper version, it is a bit stringier. Okay. Just gonna get rid of the strings. Hot heat gun will do this also. Get rid of them. And I'll just squeeze all the Christmas. Okay, and I'm going to run it over with a heat gun. Okay, that's just to get rid of the glue bits. Okay. That's it. Okay, until the other layers dry, and then I'll add that. So it should look something like this. How good's that looking? Okay, so I'll be back once it's dry.